If I spoke from my heart, you'd realize my words are simply art, waiting to be canvassed. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, City Girl Nature. Today I'm down here with my friend.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Peeksbookee. Hope you're all blessed.
So what we're gonna be doing today?
Well, it's a lovely spring day. Finally we can actually feel some of the warmth coming in, so that means that things are going to start coming into bloom. So I thought I'd invite you down to my local area here in Hackney Downs. So this is Hackney Downs Park. We're going to take a look around and see if there's anything kind of popping up. It's springtime, so things are starting to emerge now, thankfully, after the long winter. Yeah, we're just going to see what we can find basically, and if there's anything that we can maybe forage or whatever. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what unravels.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Nice and sunny.
I'm like, why am I in my big jacket? You just never know. You come out and you think, oh, it's sunny, but it's freezing outside, and you think, why didn't I bring my jacket? Literally. I brought my jacket and it was warm. This is when you get the first kind of peaks of, oh yes, summer's coming, some heat after the long cold spell. It's always encouraging.
Definitely. Nice. Making me think of Jamaica.
Alright, so we're just gonna go here because there's a little bit of a hedgerow, and this is a good kind of area to see if there's anything emerging there. So just to let you know, I'm very much a newbie in this whole thing. You know, I'm not trying to tell you everybody to come and go out, forage, and I'm an expert and all that kind of stuff. Always research whatever it is that you're looking for. So what I like to do is, oh, there's a squirrel. I like to take pictures, so I always bring my camera with me when I kind of go out. So this is a little tip for you guys out there. If this is what you want to do and you want to start to learn what's in your surroundings, that's why we're here, and that's why I like to come to the parks and stuff and go on like nature walks and things like that as well. I like to know what's kind of growing in the area, the surroundings, what's growing seasonally, and I take my camera as well so that I can take pictures and stuff, so that I can find out more information about it as well. So take your camera when you go out, and you never know what you can find. So over here I see something already. Let's go. All right, let's bend down. So this is right here, it's cleavers. Also known as sticky willies. Sticky willies, also known as goosegrass.
Wow.
So this is from like my childhood. So basically, you know, when we were kids, we used to like pick this up and used to throw it at each other. So if you feel it, touch it.
Oh yes, sticky, literally.
Yeah. Let's take a bit, and you'll see that. That's
oh, yeah.
It sticks to your clothes.
Literally.
That's it. That's why we call it sticky willies. And so basically, this is an edible. You can't eat it, and it's high in vitamin C and things like that. So I think if you're on some kind of medication which vitamin C can interfere with, then be careful. But if you've got like things that you want to treat, and vitamin C is good for it, like colds and things like that, then you can make like a little like drink and things out of these. But how I've used it, I've used them in salads. They've got like, you want to take the ones that's quite tender whenever you're kind of picking something that's kind of growing like a nettle or something like that. It's always good to take the young tender leaves because that's got the best flavors and the less bitter and stuff. So yeah, you can do lots of kind of things with these. Go out and research what you can do with them. But yeah, you can make it in a drink, you can put it in soups and salads, and it's got like a lot of good benefits as well. So it also has like a little white flower when it's growing at different times. I think I saw one, here it is. It's got like a tiny, oh no, hang on. That's not sticky willy. I think this is chickweed. Oh look, we found something else growing right next to it, and that's chickweed. So again, also very nice in salads. Lots of nice health benefits as well. You can see the little tiny white flowers in there. A lot of the times when you see things growing, they're kind of merging with like a lot of other things. So you have to be careful when you're trying to identify something or you're trying to pick up something, because something which is edible can be grown next to something which is not quite edible, or it can be something called a purgative, which if you eat it, it can make you sick. So depends on the quantity that you take of it. It depends on which part of the plant that you take as well. So that's why it's always good. So maybe try not to eat on site. Take it home and be sure you've got what you've got, especially if it's something new that you're trying for the first time. Just test a little bit of it first. Don't think, oh, this is edible, let me take a whole bunch. You don't know how your body's going to react to it. Somebody else might say, oh, this is really nice, and you've got a different reaction to it as well. So you always have to be careful when you're taking things like that into your body and stuff like that. So yeah. So sticky willies. Now, and this is where I run off. You got sticky willies on you. All right, so that and chickweed. So yeah, cool. Let's see what else is around. A lot of trees in this park as well.
Definitely.
That's something I've got to learn more about, is the tree identification.
It's there's different and sizes as well.
Yeah.
Like that's a young tree there, right there. It's nice.
It is a nice park. Always got to check out locally, you know. You don't always want to wait till you go on holiday to discover things when there's things just kind of grown next to you, or there's nice spaces that you can utilize as well. So, and it's always good to get into the fresh air and the sun.
Definitely. Just to free your mind and just stroll in nature.
Yes, there you go. There's some blossom trees over there.
Do they specifically grow more trees?
Yeah, I think so. Let's go over here again.
Oh look!
Flowers.
Flowers.
Daffodils. Not inedible. So usually, you know, the first flowers of springs that you see is daffodils and croquettes and snowdrops as well. These are kind of like the first flowers and stuff. Daffodils are not edibles as well, so you obviously need to know what's edible and what's not. Although there's like daffodils here, but there's like loads of different varieties as well. So there's like different subspecies of different flowers. So for example, there could be like 100 subspecies of a daffodil and stuff, and one of them is edible and 100 of them are not, or whatever it is as well. So you got to find out, okay, can't eat that version, but I can eat that version as well. And also some things are for eating and some things are for medicines as well.
Yeah.
So basically you can't eat for a particular reason. There's like maybe a mushroom, it's a poisonous mushroom, so you're not going to consume it as food. But you can eat the mushroom. Well, you can take it and take a very small dosage, and it can put your body back into a balance, and you're using it to treat something, an ailment or a disease or whatever it is as well. So some things are for medicines and some things are for eating as well, and some things are obviously just good in general as well, as a health tonic and things like that as well. So find out what's the uses of it. You know, if I eat a small amount, it's good, but if I eat a large amount, then it gives me a whoa, makes my body feel like this as well. So you have to see what particular thing you're eating, what it's good for, because if you're on like blood thinning medications, or you've got a heart problem, or you're diabetic or things like that, then certain things that somebody else eats is fine, but you're getting a really, you know, reaction in your body which is putting you in a dangerous situation. So you have to be careful as well. So again, always know what you're eating, always test a small dose. Let's move on. So I mean, even though we're out and we're in like local parks and stuff, you have to be like, if your idea is to forage, you know, it's best to go places where there's not like large traffic areas, lots of foxes, lots of dogs and things like that, which are peeing and pooing all over the place. You don't want to just go and pick something and put it in your mouth. Also, parks tend to be sprayed a lot with pesticides and things, so that obviously not ideal areas. You have to find places which is not got like high traffic and things like that as well, if you're going to like take something and try and eat it. you also have to know what the rules are. You know, some things are endangered species, you don't want to ruin things or just pick things a lot and then you kind of kill the plant as well. You have to be careful how you kind of ethically take things as well. So again, be aware of where you're picking stuff from because of foxes, rodents and pesticides as well. So yeah, and beside roadsides where there's lots of obviously fumes that's coming from that, because some plants take in a lot of fumes and metals and things from the ground, so you have to be careful what it is that you're eating as well.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot to do.
Listen up.
Yeah. Okay, so we just spotted some more flowers. Oh dear. So we got some here, obviously common as well from a lot of people's childhood. There's daisies as well, so used to take these, make daisy chains. But something a bit more productive than that is obviously you can eat these as well in salads or whatever. People also like to, if you want to show off a bit when it gets to summer and whatever, and there's some of these you can freeze them into ice cubes so they make your drinks look pretty.
Oh.
But obviously, you know, there's different things that you can do, so presentation wise they're nice. What I also like to do with some flower heads when the kind of flowers are growing in is to make fritters. So I do that with dandelions and red clover and some daisies as well, and you just mix them into a batter and you cook them as well. So that way you're getting nutrition and you're getting something different and you've picked it yourself, so you've got all these kind of health benefits and stuff of things that are just grown naturally, and it's free food as well. So yeah, so you can go away and kind of research the kind of health benefits and things like that as well. But yeah, daisies are also edible, and there's the large one which is called the ox-eye daisy, which is the large one, or the moon daisy as well. So these come in small and large as well. So yeah, but I don't know if there's a toxic lookalike as well. So you're gonna have to be careful as well, because some flowers, obviously some plants and things have got things that look very much the same and whatever, but they can be more toxic or poisonous as well. So you have to be careful again that you've got the right thing. So also I said always take it home, be sure that you've got what it is that you think you've got, and then just do a little taste test where because you know the poison is in the dosage. You're just going to eat a load, then yeah, you may come up with a reaction. But if you eat something small, then at least hopefully your body can handle it as well, and then you'll know that you're onto something good. So that's daisies.
Look at the sticky willies as well. You can see the flowers on these ones more so.
Exactly. So but that's chickweed that's growing in there again. But these also do have little flowers as well.
Oh,
they
so
come up
the
in them
chickweed flowers.
So this is still chickweed, but that's what I said.
They got
intertwine
flowers
so much next to each other. But these do also flower as well at a certain point as well, and they've got little white flowers on them. A lot of things have got like little flowers.
Okay.
That's why you have to kind of come out and check, because something, you know, this bush looks like this now, but when it's in full bloom it looks very different and stuff. So you have to kind of come out spring, summer, autumn, winter and see the same things. So get to know your area, come out, see it seasonally and see how the plant changes over time as well, because something like for example like a fiddlehead, which grows and it's round, circular and stuff, when it grows back into a fern, it looks very different. You can eat it when it's a fiddlehead, but you can't eat it when it's a fern. It becomes more toxic to your body and stuff as well. So you got to know when is the right time to eat it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Cool. All right, so there's a massive hedgerow here, and it looks like it's a hawthorn bush. So if you look here, you'll see that we've got some of the red berries, and we've kind of got the black bit on the bottom there, and the leaves are quite distinctive, but they're just coming through now, so you can see that they're just starting to bud. But I have tasted these. Also be careful because it's hawthorn and you don't want to make sure you get yourself like all tore up and stuff, because they're very violent. If you touch them there, you'll see that they're extremely sharp. So make sure your kids don't go running into them just trying to grab a bunch and just come up with all scrapes and scratches on themselves, because they're very sharp. But yeah, you can eat the leaves and you can eat the berries I've tasted the leaves, and they actually did have like a nice appley taste. They've got a nice fresh taste to them. The berries as well, you can eat them. Well, but they don't have like too much flesh in them, but they've got like a really big seed in there, so you have to make sure that you take that out. And I know a lot of people make like fruit leathers and things with these, so you can experiment with these if you see them. But obviously when they're grown more in abundance, you can take the leaves and you can take the berries and eat them as well, so that's something else that's quite nice. So I like to smell things. How does it smell? How does it feel? Because you'll see there's a lot of leaves. It's like the goosegrass that we saw is quite furry.
Yeah.
So you can see they're probably going to be quite fibrous as well. So that's why you want to get the young leaves and stuff. So feel things, feel the texture. How does it smell? What it is, and also if you're kind of trying something for the first time as well, and you haven't ID'd it, always try and get a good identification first. But then you kind of do little tests as well. So kind of test it on your skin. Okay, have I come up on a rash? Do I feel anything? You know, is it giving me a reaction? Okay, maybe not. Okay, now I kind of put a bit to your lip. As my lips swollen up, do I look crazy? Can I feel any kind of tingling sensation or whatever? If not, then you can taste it on your mouth. Is your tongue swollen up? Is everything okay? Is everything all good? I think you can also do the same with your armpit. Your armpit gives you a stronger reaction faster to see if it's going to come up and give you a rash or some kind of, you know, burning sensation or whatever it is. If not, then you proceed with a little bit. Does it taste all right? Yes. Has it done anything? Am I sick? Am I, you know, feeling any kind of burning sensation? Am I pooing? Or whatever as well. So then you can build up a little bit. Try and eat it by itself if it's something new, so that you know you can get a positive idea of how it's reacting with your body and stuff. And then you can carry on from there. And once it's good to go, then you can incorporate it into your salads and whatever it is. So that's Hawthorne.
Okay. Right there.
Hang on. Yeah. Ooh, I can see some dead nettle. So some of it's here. This is purple dead nettle. You can see here, there's some of it growing there as well. This grows up quite abundantly in a lot of places as well. So nettles, this one doesn't sting, so you can touch it with your fingers, unlike the, you know, the common nettle. Whereas like you'll come away and you're just all full of rashes and stuff. You wouldn't think it was an edible, but it is as well. So with the purple nettles,
Don't you boil it?
yeah, the ones that's got the stingers
Sting,
in it,
yeah,
to get the stinger out of it. Or I like to just take it and dry it out and then crumble it up and use it for teas.
Like
As
herbal?
well. Yeah, herbal teas. And they're also, nettles are good for people who have got like skin rashes, eczemas and things like that as well. So you can boil it up and soak a rag in it or whatever, and then put it on your skin as well. And people make products out of like nettle and things like that as well, so you can get like nettle soaps and things. So if you've got like rashes, eczemas or whatever it is, then you can try using something that contains nettle in it. Also, if you've got hay fever, it's good to try and the nettle that's in your area, try and consume some of that as well, to see if it helps take away your hay fever symptoms, because it's got antihistamines in it as well. So
That's a good one for the summer. Or the hay fever people.
usually, apparently, the hay fever is coming from a weed called ragweed. I think it's called ragweed or whatever. And I know, do you know what I mean? Anything is going to take away those hay fever symptoms as well. So there are some herbs and things like that out there, but check your area. You may be like next to something that's called ragweed. It could be a tree pollen, it could be a grass pollen. So maybe try and consume something that's locally, like as I said, the nettle that's local in your area. Maybe try using that. That can maybe elevate the hay fever symptoms as well. And I think there's a herb called eyebright as well, which you can try and consume. It's supposed to be good for hay fever symptoms and things as well. So again, it's an edible. You can eat the flowers, you can eat the leaves, and put them in soups, put them in salads. I actually like the flavour of nettle as well, so people will just maybe use it like you would a spinach as well. So yeah, it's another edible. But that's quite a bit that's grown now. We're only just getting started as well. So what I love about spring is seeing how everything starts to emerge
It's nice.
slowly.
It's nice to see the plants and stuff blossom as well.
Yeah.
And just like coming out of winter, it's like a nice little surprise to see nature kind of coming back to us.
Making its grand entrance in the evenings.
Literally, like here I am.
Yes, exactly. So there's lots of flowers starting to come up. Things are starting to emerge. So just get out into the park, get out into your local areas and find out what's happening.
Definitely.
There's probably, you know, there's a lot to do on hand as well. The only thing about the UK is, you know, there can be a lot of rubbish in places as well. So, and a lot of dog poo. Is also be careful where you're stepping. And if you can clean up the area a little bit and get a little volunteer group going, then, you know, create a nice space for yourself so that you can enjoy it as well. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for coming, girl.
Thanks.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
It's been a good little walk. Little long walk.
Yeah, we'll continue on and just enjoy the day whilst the sun is making a grand appearance as well.
Definitely.
Get out on your melanin, people.
Definitely.
Anyway, if people have seen some of what we've been looking at here and you've got any experiences with it, or you use it in a particular way, or, you know, it's grown in your area, then let us know what's kind of appearing in your area and how you use it, how you consume it, or whatever. Then it's always good to know as well, so that, you know, we can all learn and share the wealth. That's it. We're all learning from each other and just continue on learning. That's it.
Definitely. Thank you so much for showing me around your local park today. It's been great. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hit that subscribe and like button. And yeah, love always.
Yep. Blessings.
Bye.
If I spoke from my heart, you'd realize my words are simply art, waiting to be canvassed.